Hello friends, hello, and welcome to this week ahead reading for the week of July the 2nd. I'm going to light my new Aloha Sands candle. Smells of coconut, pineapple, and wood. I don't know what that would be, maybe driftwood. I want to thank you all so much for joining me here. And I did want to mention, since I post these on Instagram, I do have, if you're interested on the podcast, the week ahead storytelling. We're working with my new book, The Sea Mist Inn. And I know that little Bringers to the Light series that we do on Sundays for the week ahead is pretty popular. So if you want to play along, then I invite you to join us over there. And we do these over here, and I do like to see how the cards here coincide with the week ahead story that we did yesterday. So I'm going to bring in, for this week, the Midnight City Tarot. We've got a lot going on energetically. Today we've got the full moon in Capricorn. In the U.S. we have July the 4th, which I call Freedom Day. And then we have the 7-7 Gateway on Friday. This week is a big Sirius gateway, Sirius, the star system. You may be feeling it. You may have some stuff come up regarding old past timelines, specifically around Egypt or Atlantis or Lemuria. Let me see what the Midnight City, do you guys like to see the shuffling? I'm not one of those people that's slow and steady shuffling. Okay, we've got two cards. Let's see what we've got for the week ahead. Oh yes, the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Coins. Let's move these little decks out of the way. And Judgment. And I'm noticing that's a 2-2, 2 and well, there's a 2-2 in there. So I'm going to say for my twin flames, this is a very important gateway, a very important week of moving forward in your journey. From the book, I do want to read the Judgment card from this deck. I like to read some of my teaching decks. I'd like to read from the books. So the vibe of this Judgment card, because you'll notice it's like tombstones and stuff, is Trinity Church, Lower Manhattan. And I do find it fun that I picked up this deck, because this deck takes place all in New York City. And for me, New York City is like the freedom chakra of the planet, or one of them. But the vibe of this card is awakening, waking up from a daze and transforming into a new version of yourself. The art is spring is here. You're on an adventure around the city today, and you take a moment to stop in front of the church downtown. It watches over a little patch of snow-covered grass tucked between all the concrete, pavement, and skyscrapers. You notice pastel crocuses, the first sweet sign of spring, sprouting up from the snowy ground. The ease in which they bloom after a winter spent cold and underground inspires you to do the same. The snow is melting all around the city, and it's mild enough for you to wear a light jacket today, the one you love but can only wear when the temperature is just right. You're shedding layers, and the earth is coming out of its frost. This represents the transition from the inward winter version of yourself to your outward spring form. And the advice is answer the call and make a change. I do find it funny. We have that little tower there. For the Divine Feminine, we had some messages in the storytelling yesterday for the Bringers to the Light about the Divine Feminine's hackles being up and wanting to climb a little water tower and let off some steam. It's kind of funny that the skyscrapers and the towers are there. So let's get a couple more cards out. I'm going to use my deck Happy Cloud. What else do my friends, my TLC for the Soul friends, need to know about today? Aloha, kindness, unity, humility, patience. That's that aloha spirit, that spreading those new Lemurian light codes. If you're a bringer of the light, if you follow my series for the Bringers of the Light, which is all of you, light workers, star seeds, twin flames, whatever word you want to put on yourself, whatever label you want to give yourself. The Aloha spirit is very strong this week. Part of our goal at TLC for the Soul, part of why we're here, is to spread that Aloha spirit, that new Lemurian light codes, and we talk about that a little bit more deeply, like I said, in that storytelling that we did yesterday. And I think that's going to come out more. I'm going to be doing my YouTube video for TLC for the Soul, our July Energy Hangout, as well as another show on the 7-7 Gateway, which is the second activation on our journey to Lionsgate this year. And I have a feeling a lot of these themes are going to be coming out there. So if any of that tickles your fancy, then you might want to stay tuned for that. All right, now I've got the Mermaid Tarot by Dame Darcy. I just saw 555 on the timer. This is an interesting week ahead. It seems very chill. It doesn't seem as it didn't seem as chill yesterday when we were talking about it. Yeah, here we go. Here comes the fire. We've got the Knight of Swords. Look at that shark. We've got the Three of Pentacles. That's co-creating. For me, that's my co-creating with Spirit card. And we've got the Magician. Yeah, I think this week, above and beyond the fact that there's a lot going on, I'd give that this Knight of Swords energy. A lot of things happening in the astrology, in the astrals, within and around you. Just in your own 3D world. It's a balancing act this week of fire and water, of staying in the Aloha spirit and trying to stay as high vibe as you can, which you can manifest that for yourself. The placement of the cards in my readings is always important. So like we've got the Magician here. We moved Aloha up there, which is kind of like, that's what you're going to find if you can stick to the, I guess what I call the high vibe or the 5D as much as possible. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge to do it with some of this fiery energy coming in, things that are outside of your control, solar flares and CMEs and all these things that are pushing us to be our best and brightest self. But if you do call in your guides, if you do work, every time there's fire and there's a lot of fire and I can get things accomplished, then we balance that out with bringing in the divine feminine, the yin side of that, and kind of taking a little rest and taking a step back, allowing yourself to recharge and reboot. And it just feels like, and wavy energy did come up in the storytelling about riding these waves of the energy, taking advantage of it when you feel like you can push forward and get a lot done, and pulling back a little bit and allowing yourself to recharge and relax and rest when it feels like, you know, you've just had enough is enough, which is what happened in our reading. Okay, I'm going to get one card for our star seeds, kind of our little fun child's play. Whoa, the whole deck just like flew out of my hands. This is the Mystic Martian Oracle. What else do my friends need to know about for this week ahead? It's a balancing act. I have decks balancing on decks, balancing on decks. Ah, see, here it is. We got the shadow self. Denial, projecting, and shame. And I'm going to say that's more on the divine masculine side because I just saw a motorcycle, really, you know, fancy motorcycle with a guy go by, and there's a guy in this card. I don't know if that came up yesterday. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it did, because we had a talk in our storytelling about the divine masculine who was trying to escape their life by turning into familiars. So I don't want to be a man anymore. I want to be a hawk, familiar instead, and just kind of escape from reality. I want to shapeshift into a cat wizard and just go like escape from it all. And I do kind of get that, the escape from it all with that motorcycle ride. So maybe for our divine masculine, even if that's the divine masculine within you, and it's not talking about somebody else, like for my twin flames, it could be talking about your counterpart. But if it's just you, it could be someone around you that's a divine masculine, or it could just be your own inner divine masculine. And when it all starts to get too much, because this shadow self almost has like a little bit of a devil card going on there, like the shadow in the card has a little bit of a devilish look going on there. And this guy here in the window, I feel like he feels like he's trapped and can't get out, like, and trapped inside of a building. So I would say when it all just gets a little bit too much, and look how that shadow guy and kind of mirrors the magician card in a way. They look very much alike, their stance. So I would say the power is within you to change your reality. So don't wait for somebody else to come along and change it for you. I have been having these talks lately with a divine masculine close to me. It's like, you have the power to change your own reality. Don't wait for somebody else to come along and change it. It's up to you to make that change. And so I would say for you all, divine masculine energy, if you start feeling that way, then it's time to get out and give yourself a little bit of a break. Do what you like to do, whether it's that, riding your hog, or whether it's, for me and my son, we're going to try to go see the new Wes Anderson movie, middle of the week, the Asteroid City movie, like just do something fun. It doesn't always have to be about manifesting and doing your soul work. And stay aware of who you are, that you are a spiritual being, have a physical experience, and you do have the power to create and change your own reality. But, sometimes we don't always have to be doing shadow work like 24/7. So give yourself a little bit of a break this week. Go do something fun. Allow yourself to enjoy life. Enjoy your freedom, whatever that means to you. It has many connotations now, especially if you're on a spiritual journey, especially if you're a star seed. The word freedom can mean many inspiring things that can bring great gratitude to your heart and bring you out of some of these like ho-hum, to bring you out of the dumps or whatever. So let me see if there's anything else that we have. They want me to draw a card for Twin Flames, so I'm going to draw it from this Mystic Martian deck. So if you're a Twin Flame, you're on the Twin Flame journey. They kept saying, I kept wanting to say that we're done, and they kept saying Twin Flames. Okay, so I've got two cards. Oh, goodness. We got the Men in Black and the Third Eye. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation, and visions, manifesting, and manifestation. I felt this earlier. So for the Twin Flames, there is a huge energetic upgrade going on right now for the twins. It just may feel surreal. Yeah, I'm getting big chills. It may feel surreal. You may start to have things like powers that you didn't know you had. The third eye is getting a big upgrade. Hence all this, like, you could be like sniffly, feeling like you've got a little bit of cold or allergy symptoms. You may start seeing things like I swore yesterday I kept seeing something in the trees, like somebody looking, right, or somebody there, and it was like maybe someone's astral projecting themselves to me, and I don't know it. Maybe people are, maybe I'm just seeing beyond the veil, like maybe the veil, maybe the veil is thinning a little bit more for Twin Flames. And there's going to be a lot more clarity around the journey, about what's to come, about your connection with each other. Telepathy could really ramp up and increase between the Twin Flame counterparts. Just pay attention to that. That could be just like a fun little thing to explore this week as well, if you are a Twin Flame. So now they're saying now that's all they have. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me here, and we will see you all again soon. Take care.